what's that expression? Never. I think it's never again. The crow flies. Never, never, never. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Some sort of famous novel. But I'm back at this again. And this is the Marlin guitar, which I'm copper plating. And it's tedious. But if you look closely, and please tell me you're in focus because I can't tell. If you look at, you'll see little blue flecks, and I actually quite like that. And you see the different colours of copper. I like that too. So we're getting there. I'm going to leave those in, and then I put a high gloss on it. So I've more or less done almost the front. I'm leaving bits in. As I said, that bit there I'm going to leave in the blue because that'll shine through nicely. And what I'm going to do tonight, the back's almost done the way I want it to be done. What I'm going to do tonight is cover up any major areas which I missed. And when I've done all that, what I think I'm going to have to do once I've done it is put a good layer of lacquer on it so that I can handle the guitar, because you handle this too much and it comes off in your hands. But don't ask me what the secret of doing this is. There's no secret to it. Don't do it is what my it's just maybe when it's finished it'll be worth it. But I tell you, it's so hard to get. I put it in the wrong way around now. Let me just back up a bit here, back out, and get you centralized in this. Right. Let me just turn that guitar around because I've done this bit. There's some little tiny touches up to do, maybe. So let me just turn this around to the side I'm going to do. I'm not going to do it all tonight. What I'm just going to do now is I'm going to put the glue on because I have ordinary PVA glue. Right, that's a bit better. Ordinary PVA glue, it's just that stuff there. PVA glue, right? But I've diluted it and put it in a jar like this. Cod liver oil jar, it says. And it's diluted. Get a paintbrush. If you put it on and try to put the foil on too soon, the liquid stays beneath the foil and takes ages to dry, and there's no guarantee that the foil will dry to the guitar. So the idea is to put it on and let it get just tacky to the touch but not soaking wet, and then you put this copper foil on, and it's so delicate, it's just such a pain. But what I'm going to do now is paint the glue on there, and I try to get it in the areas where I haven't got copper foil on, but I'm not going to be that fussy. I would love to see a guitar that's been completely done in copper foil and perfectly done. I actually don't think you could do a guitar and make it like a perfectly metal object. I don't think you could do it. I just don't know how anybody could do it and make it so perfect that you would think it was made out of copper. I don't think I've seen that yet. Yeah, but I like a lot of what I've seen on the net about copper plating. But this guitar in the blue itself was just boring. It was just a boring guitar. And it's my mate's guitar, and so I thought, hey Chris, what do you think? Let me play with this. Right, so what I'm going to do now, that's the glue on the areas I want to do. I'm going to switch you off and come back when it's a little bit... Hello, you can talk to you in a second. I'm famous, I'm popular, people want me. Right, so I'm going to switch you off until that gets tacky, then I'll come back on and let you see me struggling to put on some copper foil there, okay? Bye. It looks like it's burnt out there. Let me just switch off the lights. Oh, yeah, you can see it a little bit better that way, can't you? Well, we'll go with that. Anyway, it's just about ready. This is a dry paintbrush. I'm just running over it, and then I can tell. I'm making sure that the glue's even across everything, and I can also tell. It lets me know how sticky and how sticky it's not. So, yeah, when that text message came there earlier, it told me I was a successful bidder in the local auction. And I bought an ancient, it looks like it must be 100 years old, banjolele. A bass banjolele. Now, I've never heard of an ancient bass banjolele, and it's in terrible condition, but it looks like it could be an interesting fix for the videos. Okay, so also I think while that's still coming to the right, it could be right, it could be wrong. God, it's so hard to tell. Anyway, the one thing I don't know whether I told you or not is the consistency of it. I can't, how can I tell you what that is? It runs off like that there, and I found that to be the right. I think it's about 50-50. 50% water, 50% PVA glue, and that gives you the right consistency. Don't criticize my English language. I left school when I was 15. Anyway, right, we're going to try putting on. You can't see the gold leaf, it's sitting down there, but I'm going to just break off a little corner of it because I don't want to put a full sheet on. I want to do it in bits. So here's a little corner of it. I'm going to put it on there. And you see the way it grabs onto the thing? It grabs onto it right away. And then you use your well, you can use your finger. But the problem is, if you let glue get on that, the next thing you know, you're pulling the foil off. So you've got to make sure you don't get glue on it. And the static electricity pulls, let me just make it a bit crooked. Right, I made it crooked because then I don't want a straight line. Right, okay. Let me just make that crooked too. And it creates wrinkles in it. The wrinkles are part of the character. I'm quite happy with the wrinkles. And overlapping is fine too, because when it dries, the stuff that hasn't got glue on it will just peel away. But as you can see, there's no art in this. Not for me anyway. For some people there would be a real art in it. I ripped that piece. I don't know what you can see now, but I ripped the piece I put on and it's left a little crackle in it, which I'm not going to try to cover up. Right. Okay, I'm going to go inside, and believe it or not, that's going to be it after I've done the end there for tonight. Well, for the camera anyway. I've got a tiny touch at the neck I'm going to do, but for the camera tonight I'm just going to do this bit here. No, I'm not, because it fell off my finger. It's so hard to put on. Do you think I'm over-egging the pudding by saying it's so hard to put on? It's so bloody hard to put on. Fortunately, I'm happy with the blue bits. And there's a few wee scratches there. I'll switch you off and give you a close-up. So get into focus. You can see it now, close-up. It looks pretty messy, but and it's very shiny compared to the others, but that'll change as well. Okay, now I'm going to put this up piece. Oh, get into focus. I hate the focus on this. Right, okay.